All right, we've got an update to EdgePulse. It looks different, and that's because we have added stuff into it. And we've actually turned it into, because EdgePulse was more of a pressure oscillator that was showing pressure in the market. And we have added in a structural engine into EdgePulse, and it also is marking pressure. And then the dots were now triangles right here, and they are mitigated based on structure and pressure together. So I'm going to explain to you how to use it real quick. And here is the first light beacon with trade shield turned on and everything's running. And we have our blank candles here because that was in a no trade area before the open. But I'm going to show you how to combine this with EdgePulse and look for areas to actually get into trades instead of getting chopped out. And we're looking at an early warning right here, and there is an alert for that. So it will show you, and I will show you the alerts right now, that there is a early long or early short or exhaustion alerts. Okay. Now, what we want to do, I'm going to split this so you can see both, is we don't want to be taking trades in this zero right here, right? This is the zero line is where chop is going to occur right on this middle line right here. All right. And then when price actually breaks down through it and turns red, it's giving you confirmation, more confirmation that we are leaving that chop, pressure is on, and we are going to start dropping. Now, if we break the negative 150 or we start getting close to it and start touching it, that is showing exhaustion. And as you can see, it started doing that right here. It kept coming down, which is fine, but it eventually pulled back up to the zero line right here and flipped colors, right? And so yellow is exhaustion. You don't want to be in a trade anymore. Don't enter. Don't be in it. Don't enter on that. You only want to be entering on red or green. White is going to show you the chop, and you only want to be following the direction of trade shield, honestly. And then this is just giving you more confluence to get into the trade. Now, as you can see, this pulled up to zero, and this gave you your pullback entry off of our 4-hour zone here, and our trade shield was saying bearish. So this turned red right at the same time. We're getting the edge pulses dropping right here, leaving zero and turning red there as well. Now, 0.5 to 1 is a strong trend, right? So if we're at 0.5 right here and we're pushing down to 1, we're in strong trend scenario. And as you can tell, this was, let me mark it out. This is 0.5 right here, right? And then we actually start dropping and we get to 1 right here. And that is showing us that this trend is strong. And you can look at what happens when that happened. Here it is where it actually broke through. And then this is the open 940, 930, and then we crash down, right? So this will help you determine if you should even be getting into the trade or not. That's what it's for. And then it's going to help you kind of gauge on when the exit's going to be. Now you can exit right when this turns yellow. That's fine. I mean, that was a over 100-point drop. Or you can see if it stays red, then turns white, and you can tell that that's at the bottom of the move. And then we're actually pulling up into pullback, and it drops back down red again, and it's all confirming up here. If you turn on FLB 2.0, if you're a beta tester, you'll see that the signals correlate and go in the right direction at a decent entries. And those are my settings on the FLB 2.0. You can just pause this and look, and you will get the same result. I also have my style settings like this, so I don't see a bunch of crap. There you go. And that is the new update to EdgePulse and how it's going to help. So it's using pressure still, and it's also putting in structure and helping determine if you're in a good spot to enter a trade or not. Hope this helps.